Can you grow your revenue by 30% from email marketing? My name is Gustav Gotthard and I'm the founder of the Ecom Hub agency. Today we will have a discussion with email marketing wizard Dave Miz. Email is still one of the best ways to connect with your customers and get them coming back for more. So if you are ready to learn some new tricks, stick around and let's get started. It didn't rank any.
E-commerce.
SMS flows and email flows. Can you give me, like, I don't know, 3 till 7 things what should be done so we can get this increasing? Of course, it's like if I could make that cake, which you call email marketing, it will be the different results than if you will make it. But still, from your perspective, which is those most important parts should be done in every e-commerce store, the SMS and the email part, because SMS is a huge thing. I think still, if the email is not using, the guys is not using well the email, then SMS, I think it's even less used.
So yeah, I mean, the flows will really depend on the technology that the store is using. So, obviously you're limited more with different platforms, WooCommerce, Magento, Shopify. So the technology will obviously, impact that. And obviously the model that the brand is using, whether it's, heavily focused on subscriptions or it's, high ticket products or, some agencies, some people will have a system that they use and they just kind of put that into every store. We don't do that. And so it's kind of hard for me to answer this in a very specific kind of way because everything we do is so different for every client. There's no one size fits all type of solution, but in general, what we're doing is we're building out all the flows for the store. We're building out all the SMS flows as well. We're doing the campaigns as well for both. And it's a lot of split testing. It's a lot of optimization. There's no shortcuts around that. It's a lot of split testing. It's a lot of optimization. It's a lot of email creation. And that's really the key to it.
Yeah, I totally agree, because we do the same. Like most of the business what we do is coming from content creation for the ads, for the social media ads. And we do the same, that there is many ingredients which we try to implement to the businesses, and they're all not the same. And that's I think right now the marketing has came to the level where you should optimize for every business separate. You can't build like everything for everyone. And I was seeing, I think it was in your LinkedIn description, that there's the agencies who do everything, and there is your agency which do one thing and they tailor it and they do it in the best way. But I think that what you've told right now is that still you are doing that one thing, but it's not just a one thing. You are still doing one thing differently for many different businesses. And I think that's the biggest place where you can see that going like specific on one thing is important, because you can't just implement, like, I don't know, something that you can read in some blog post about what should be done in email marketing. It always should be optimized for every business separate.
Yeah, there's no one size fits all. It's like a Rubik's cube. I try to use the analogy of a Rubik's cube. Every brand is different, and you just have to figure out how to get to the end, right? So some brands are more direct response heavy. Some brands are more brand heavy. Some are more in the middle. And so you just have to really figure out what's the brand, where they're at, and kind of what their objectives are.
Okay, you made a good point. So you have the brand focused stores and the sales focused stores. Mm-hmm. That's one of the difference you take when you start to work with the clients, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. I think typically, like the stores that are coming from the internet marketers, the internet marketing community, what I've noticed is it's just a trend where these kind of marketers will it's everything is tends to be black and white. So everything has to be quantified. So if you send an email, it has to have a result. This has to equal something. And if this doesn't equal this, then it's a failure. And I have this conversation all the time with these store owners, and it's an educational conversation that we have, because to go from here to here, not everything is going to be the same, and there's going to be things that you do as a brand owner and as a brand that you can't quantify. Perfect example: if I sent out an email today and it made no sales, but it was, let's say, a letter from you, Gustav, the owner, the brand owner, and it was just a really nice, touching story about why you started the brand and why it means so much to you. It had no link, nobody could buy anything, and it made no sales that day. Okay, so you would say that these marketers would say that email was shit, it failed, we didn't make any sales. But what if in the next 2 weeks or the next 2 months the sales have spiked by 20 or 30% overall? How do you pinpoint it, right? And what if those increases came because people really resonated with that message from you, right? And that really touched and connected with the audience and your audience, and it made you human to the brand. And then the brands and the people said, wow, I really like this brand now. It's not just another person or whatever it is. And they start buying. How do you quantify that? You can't.
I hope this video was valuable for you and hope you found some new things to test in your SMS and email marketing. I would appreciate if you hit the follow button so we can make more content to help your business grow. Bye.